Hey, John Stevenson here, the Guaranteed Retirement Guy. And what is a flexible annuity? Well, flexible annuities are just that. They're flexible. Okay, most annuities that I sell are not very flexible. They're just a one-time lump sum premium payment for a lot of guaranteed income later on. And that's great. I mean, that they work really, really well for that. And if you're wanting to get as much as possible out of the income rider, especially if your rate is 7 or 8%, then it's nice to be able to have as much money upfront into that as possible. Okay, that gives you the most guaranteed income later on. But if you want something more flexible, then there are annuities out there where you can put in a certain amount of, let's say you put 100 grand in, okay, and then you want to add another 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a year, then you can. Okay, if it's in a IRA or a Roth IRA, then of course you are limited to those amounts. So if it's $7,000 a year that you're limited to in your IRA, then that's the amount that you can put into that annuity each year. And so it'll still grow. If it's got a roll-up rate, it'll still grow with that roll-up rate, apply to it each year, and that'll continue to compound for you. So, and a lot of people are in that situation where they're like, I'm 20 years away from retirement, okay? And I want to roll my small balance, maybe I've got 50 to 100 grand in my IRA, into an annuity contract that I can count on later on, but I also want to be able to continue to contribute to this contract because it's a really good contract. It's got a really good roll-up rate, and I want to be able to take advantage of that. And so you can do that. And so if you're like 40 years old and you're thinking, hey, I want to retire at 60, there are contracts out there where we can put your money into it and you can start putting in flexible payments every single month or every 2 months or every 6 months or once a year, however you want to do it. It's very flexible. And when you put it in, especially if it has a roll-up rate of, let's say 6.5%, like American Equity is given right now for 20 years, then it's a great option because you can put your money into it each year and it'll just continue to grow tax deferred and continue to get that guaranteed roll-up rate every single year for the purpose of receiving income later on. So if you want more flexibility, that is what I would recommend. But if you're thinking about just putting large chunks like $100,000, $200,000 chunks into an annuity every couple of years, then you could do that, and we could set that up where you can do that with the same annuity contract. But usually what I recommend is buying multiple annuity contracts and spreading them out across carriers, okay? It spreads out the risk. And I don't really see annuities as having very high risk at all, especially if it's an A-rated company and they have a high reserve amount in there. And maybe they've been around for 100 years, you really have a lot less risk than you would have with other carriers. So, but you can spread it out, okay? Spread it out, and that means your investment is spread out for the State Guarantee Association to cover that. So if you got $1 million and you want to spread it out, under the $250,000 limit that it's typical that the State Guarantee Association will give you, then you can put it in 4 contracts, okay? Spread it out over 4 different companies, 4 different contracts, and each of those contracts will give you guaranteed income streams for life. So a lot of cool stuff you could do. I do like separate contracts because then you can activate income streams at different points. You can always activate it all at the same time. I suppose you could do that if you wanted, but if you retire at 60 and maybe you only need half of that, then maybe just, activate the income from 2 $250,000 contracts and then activate the income on the other $250,000 contracts at like age 65 and 70, okay? Because then they're going to have higher incomes for the same amount of premium. So anyway, something to think about. If you want to book a call with me and you want to discuss annuity strategies and you want to discuss getting the most income for yourself, or maybe you're just looking for the highest rate of return, then book a call. There is a link below this video that goes directly to my calendar, and we'll talk about whatever questions you have, and we'll look at all the top annuities. I don't care what my commissions are. I'll show you everything, and then you can make the decision. Okay, I will be there to help facilitate, and I can set up for you. I would love to help you. I'd love to earn your business. So anyways, hope this video helps, and we'll see you next time.